So these are a set of calipers for a BMW M340i, a 2021. I got these for, I don't know, like $450 plus shipping. The important thing about these is that they have the same, or at least a similar enough rotor diameter as my E60 535. And then on top of that, the mounting provision or the mounting ears, the mounting pattern, whatever you want to call it, this is exactly the same as the E60. So this should be a fairly bolt-on affair.
The next day.
And so this is pretty much as far as I got yesterday. Basically, I just got the caliper put back on. And to put the caliper back on, you just use the same bolts that came out of the factory caliper. It's the same thread pitch and it's the correct length. And then in terms of getting the rotor centered inside of the caliper, I ended up just putting 2 washers back there because the caliper actually needed to come like this way or outboard about 5 millimeters. And when you stack 2 of those washers, it was like 4.5 millimeters. And so we ended up getting the rotor basically in the middle of the caliper. And then, like I mentioned, the other problem that I had was that the pad was wanting to touch the top pad of the rotor. And so, like I mentioned, I had to go to the hardware store, get some cutting wheels. Once I got those, I ended up just cutting the bottom of the pads off. So this is kind of what it looks like on the left. This is just a normal pad. On the right, this is the one where I just hacked the bottom of it off. And so this is what it looks like on the car. As you can see, the line that I cut for the pad is basically, you know, flush with the caliper, and then it also makes the pad the same size as the friction surface on the rotor, so there's not going to be like a lip or anything. And I guess the other thing of note is that I only had to cut the pad in the front. The pad in the back is actually fine. It doesn't touch anything. It's just this pad on the front barely just wanted to touch the top hat of this rotor. And so I guess the next steps is I kind of just have to get this thing bled and then go to the other side and just basically do this whole thing over again. All right, so basically like half done, driver's side completely done, bled and everything. Now I got to do that passenger side. I'm back, and it's like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks later. So I at least wanted to make sure that there weren't going to be any problems. Plot twist, there were problems. And maybe I shouldn't say problems, because when I say problems, I mean a single problem. So basically what ended up happening was I pulled up to a railroad crossing, and the train was doing the thing where it's going back and forth like 27 times. But eventually the train kind of finishes doing whatever it's doing, and I go to pull my foot off the brake, and I can't move. I'm like completely stuck right there. So yeah, that happened. But overall, that wasn't really too difficult of a problem to solve. It wasn't actually the caliper this time that had a problem. The internal part of one of the brake lines had failed, and it wasn't allowing the brakes to be able to release. So I just ran down to AutoZone, got a new line. Pretty easy. But since that one minor problem, things have actually been pretty good. Nothing really too interesting has happened with this car at all. For like the last 3 weeks, about 800 miles, this car has run perfectly. So yeah, think we did it. Successfully have put Brembos on a BMW E60. So if you like this video and your thing is kind of putting together car parts that were never really meant to go together, subscribe and leave a like on the video too. That really helps the videos get out to more people. I would really appreciate it. And if it's your first time watching my channel, I do all types of shenanigans like this all the time, not just on BMW E60s, but also on my LS swapped E34. I have two B7 S4s and a BMW M3. So subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.